We are going to see what is by damping, types of damping, then we will see free damp vibration with viscous damping system, then types of damp system. First of all, we see what is by damping. The external resistance which is provided to reduce the amplitude of vibrations are known as damping. Types of damping. First, viscous damping. This is the most commonly used damping mechanism to reduce the amplitude of vibrations. In viscous damping, there is a piston and cylinder arrangement with viscous fluid. So, when system vibrates in a fluid medium like air, gas, water or oil, the resistance is offered by the fluid to the vibrating body, which causes energy to dissipate. Second type, dry friction or Coulomb damping. This type of damping occurs due to friction between rubbing surfaces which are dry or unlubricated. Third type, material or structural or hysteresis damping. It is inherent characteristics of material and the resistance is offered by the elastic properties from within the body. So there is an intermolecular friction in the structure which opposes its movement. The magnitude of this damping is very small as compared to other dampings. Then we will see free damp vibration with viscous damping. You see the figure, spring mass damper system. This is a viscous damping system. M is the mass of the body, K is the stiffness of spring, C damping coefficient, and this is the equilibrium position or mean position of the system. So mass is displaced from the mean position by distance x. So we draw the free body diagram of a displaced mass. Then we will see what are the forces acting on the mass. Here inertia force, mass into acceleration, opposite to the acceleration in upward direction is a spring force, stiffness into displacement, that is K into x. Then damping force in upward direction, damping coefficient into velocity, that is C into x dot. So according to D'Alembert's principle, the sum of inertia force and external force acting on the system must be equal to 0. So write mx double dot, that is inertia force, plus external forces, that is damping force and spring force, cx dot plus kx is equal to 0. mx dot plus cx dot plus kx is equal to 0. This is a equation of motion for free damp vibration of single degree of freedom system. You see the solution for differential equation. We can write solution in the form x is equal to e raised to st, where s is the constant. Then differentiating the equation with respect to t, dx by dt, that is x dot, is equal to s e raised to st. Again differentiating with respect to t, then we get x double dot is equal to s square e raised to st. Then put these values in differential equation and we get ms square e raised to st plus cs e raised to st plus k e raised to st is equal to 0. So e raised to st get cancelled, we get mx square plus cs plus k is equal to 0. This is a characteristic equation. So this characteristic equation is in the form of quadratic equation, for which two roots s1 and s2. So s1 and s2 is equal to minus c plus minus under top c square minus 4mk divided by 2m, or we can write roots s1 and s2 is equal to minus c divided by 2m plus minus under root of c minus 2m bracket square minus k by m. General solution to the differential equation, we can write x is equal to a e raised to s1t plus b e raised to s2t, where a and b are the arbitrary constant which are determined from initial conditions. So for further analysis of equation of motion for free damped vibration system, we have considered two terms. Critical damping coefficient is denoted by C suffix c and damping ratio is denoted by zeta. So critical damping coefficient is defined as the value of damping coefficient C for which the radical in equation becomes 0. So at C is equal to Cc, you can write radical term in the equation under top c by 2m bracket square minus k by m is equal to 0. So you can write c is equal to cc. So under top cc divided by 2m bracket square minus k by m is equal to 0. So cc divided by 2m is equal to k by m, where k by m is omega, that is natural frequency. So cc is equal to 2m omega n is equal to 2m, we can write omega n under top k by m is equal to 2 under top k into m. So the critical damping coefficient dependent on mass of the body and stiffness of the spring. Then we see the damping ratio or damping factor is denoted by zeta. It is the ratio of damping coefficient to the critical damping coefficient. Mathematically, we can write zeta is equal to C by Cc. So, two roots of general solution in the form of critical damping coefficient and damping factor. So, we know that S1 and S2 is equal to minus C by 2m plus minus under top C by 2m bracket square minus k by m. So we can write zeta is equal to c by cc is equal to c divided by cc is 2m omega n. So we can write c by 2m is equal to zeta omega n, and here we can write k by m is equal to omega n square. So put these values in this equation, we get roots s1 and s2 is equal to minus zeta plus minus under root of zeta square minus 1 into omega n. Then depending upon the value of damping ratio, there are three types of damp system. First, overdamp system, zeta is greater than 1. Second, critically damped system, zeta is equal to 1. Third, underdamped system, zeta is less than 1. Overdamped system, zeta is greater than 1. In overdamped system, damping ratio is greater than 1 or damping coefficient is greater than critical damping coefficient. So, two roots for the overdamped system, S1 and S2. S1 is equal to in bracket minus zeta plus under top zeta square minus 1 into omega n. S2 is equal to minus zeta minus under top zeta square minus 1 into omega n. Here these two roots S1 and S2 are real and negative. So the solution for the equation of motion in this case is x is equal to a e raised to minus zeta plus under top zeta square minus 1 into omega nt plus b e raised to minus zeta minus under top zeta square minus 1 into omega nt. So we determine the constant a and b. We apply the initial condition. So at time t is equal to 0, x is equal to x0 and x dot is equal to 0. So we determine the constant a and b and put this constant in this equation, and we write the solution for differential equation. Overdamped system, zeta is greater than 1. In overdamped system, damping ratio is greater than 1 or damping coefficient is greater than critical damping coefficient. So two roots for the overdamped system, S1 is equal to minus zeta plus under top zeta square minus 1 into omega n, and S2 is equal to minus zeta minus under top zeta square minus 1 into omega n. In overdamped system, zeta is greater than 1, so two roots S1 and S2 are negative and real quantity. So the solution for the equation of motion in this case is x is equal to a e raised to s1t. Put the values of s1 is minus zeta plus under top zeta square minus 1 into omega n plus b e raised to s2t. Put the values of s2 is minus zeta minus under top zeta square minus 1 into omega n. So we determine a and b, we apply the initial conditions. At time t is equal to 0, x is equal to x0 and x dot is equal to 0. So we put the constant a and b in this equation. So we get general solution to differential equation in overdamped system. Critically damped system, zeta is equal to 1. In critically damped system, damping ratio is 1 or damping coefficient is equal to critical damping coefficient. So two roots for the critically damped system, we put zeta is equal to 1 in equation of S1 and S2. So we get S1 is equal to S2 is equal to minus omega n. So the two roots are real and equal quantity. So the solution for the equation of motion in this case is x is equal to a e raised to s1t plus b into t e raised to s2t. Put the values of s1 and s2 in this equation. So we get x is equal to a e raised to minus omega nt plus b into t into e raised to minus omega nt. So x is equal to a plus b into t into e raised to minus omega nt. So we determine the constant a and b, we apply the initial condition. At time t is equal to 0, x is equal to x0 and x dot is equal to 0. So we put the values of a and b in this equation. So we get a general solution to the differential equation in critical damped system. We see the application of critically damped system in hydraulic door closure. If you have opened the door, it will get its original position within shortest possible time. See the another example. The critical damping is used in large guns so that after firing the guns returns to their original position in minimum time without vibrating, and so it ready for next firing without delay. Underdamped system, zeta is less than 1. In underdamped system, damping ratio is less than 1 or damping coefficient is less than critical damping coefficient. So two roots for the underdamped system, S1 is equal to minus zeta plus I under top 1 minus zeta square into omega n, and S2 is equal to minus zeta minus I under top 1 minus zeta square into omega n. In underdamped system, zeta is less than 1, so two roots S1 and S2 are complex conjugate. So the solution for the equation of motion in this case is x is equal to a e raised to s1t. Here put the values of s1 is minus zeta plus I under top 1 minus zeta square into omega n plus b e raised to s2t. Here put the values of s2 is minus zeta minus I under root of 1 minus zeta square into omega n. So we take common e raised to minus zeta omega nt. So we get x is equal to e raised to minus zeta omega nt in bracket a e raised to I under root of 1 minus zeta square into omega nt plus b e raised to minus I under root of 1 minus zeta square into omega nt. Put the under root of 1 minus zeta square into omega n is equal to omega d in equation 1, where omega d is damped natural frequency and omega n is natural frequency. So we get equation 1, x is equal to e raised to minus zeta omega nt in bracket a e raised to I omega dt plus b e raised to minus I omega dt. So use Euler's theorem. We can write x is equal to capital X e raised to minus zeta omega nt into sine in bracket omega dt plus phi. Here x and phi is the constant and which is determined from the initial condition. This system is used in shock absorber. Then we'll see comparison of responses of different type of damping conditions. We'll see the plot of displacement versus time for different damping conditions. Here in y-axis there is a displacement and x-axis time. Underdamped system. In underdamped system there is no damping, zeta is equal to 0. This system follows simple harmonic motion. Then overdamped system, zeta is greater than 1. In overdamped system, if the system is displaced from the mean position or equilibrium position, it will take infinite time come back to its equilibrium position. Then critically damped system, zeta is equal to 1. In critically damped system, if the system is disturbed from the mean position, it will move back rapidly close to its equilibrium position in shortest possible time. So the critically damped system is faster than overdamped system. So this system is used in hydraulic door closure and large guns. Then underdamped system, zeta is less than 1. In underdamped system, the amplitude of vibration is decreases with respect to time and then it goes to equilibrium position. So underdamped system is used in shock absorber. Thank you.